What's going on, guys? So a bunch of nothingness today. Intraday was pretty much sideways, choppiness, no direction, and that may be setting up itself for the final leg up, which I told you guys in the Discord group that we may get um, the next leg, the C wave of wave two into the upside before we are met with a rejection and head on lower. But as we continue, as the markets continue to make moves to the upside and start painting the picture that June 17th flow, which is this low here, as I'm pointing out, towards this high here on June 24th, it's looking like it may want to be a 5 wave to the upside, which makes sense because that's a C wave, right, of this wave 2. So I started thinking over the weekend, what other possibility could there be of that fact of that maybe June 17th was the actual low. So I started working on the wave count. I'm going to present that to you guys in just a second. So before we dive into the analysis, guys, consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up. As you know, I'd really appreciate that. Now, just to give you a quick recap as to the overall picture of what I'm looking for, right? So I'm looking at this, right? The daily time frame suggests in this wave structure that we are still long-term bullish, right? This was a pullback into the wave 2 in the primary degree, and we're looking for a base between 355 and 323. Now, I'm not sure if we get to 323 in this count, right? But that possibility still stands if we do one thing, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, I'm looking at the following, right? I want to see if price action can hover down towards this low or this high. September 2020 was a high, and then we progressed into making a correction in 3 waves before we went into a new all-time high, all right, to complete the cycle. Now, can we get there? It is likely because do you see 38.2% retracement or 355.26 comes in confluence. If I draw you guys a horizontal line, right, that comes damn near those levels. And for that reason, I do believe that that may sort of act as a magnet for price action to just project itself to that level. Now, let's dive into the hourly time frame and let's kind of dissect what we're looking for and what we're going to do moving forward. Now, you already know resistance at the 38.2% retracement, pull back into the wave 2, pull back into wave 1, and now we're looking for a wave 2 completed. Right now we have the 618 and the 50% retracement. I made note in the Discord group today that there's one thing that we got to look for at the end of a cycle, right? Call it wave C, call it wave 2, and that is a divergence, right? Call it bearish, call it bullish. In this case, bearish. So what do we mean by that? If I take a look at the hourly time frame RSI, right, and I'm gonna zoom in, okay, we're looking at this the following, guys. We're looking at this as a wave 1, 2, 3 consolidation in the 4 and the final 5th wave. What do I mean by divergence? We made an extreme in the 3rd wave, okay, which is this one right here. We're consolidating the wave 4, consolidation in the RSI, maybe head lower a little bit more to potentially touch this trend line that will support right over here. Now here's the kicker, right? Comes lower, price action consolidates, price action makes a new high, RSI will do something like this, right? Create divergence while price action heads higher. All right, that will signal the completed cycle in the wave 2 or potentially wave 1. All right, wave 1 could give us that last 5th wave, wave 5 or wave 1. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm still patient, I'm still waiting, and I'm a little bullish in this case because what if this is the case? What if the June 17th was the actual low? So if that is the case, guys, then we're gonna turn this guy off and we're gonna turn on our bullish count. Okay, so our bullish count suggests the following. So we have a complex correction from our January high, ABC to the W, ABC to the X, A, B, and C, right? Now this would explain the 5-wave progression in the wave A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. ABC pulled back into the B, and now we have the last wave C of wave Y. If we continue on higher, right? If we continue price action heading higher, now this could be the scenario. All right, now I want to see a couple of things kind of progress, technically speaking, right? Kind of like come to fruition. One of them is being a trend line. All right, I want to see that a trend line that originated here in October, that again subjective, projected through the low here on February the 24th. It was messed around here, right, on May, and now we're trying to gear up to it. If we take a fib extension or retracement, right, that's also a 618 of this move. If we manage to break above that trend line, the declining trend line, that'll be kind of a good confirmation. That'll be step number one to start considering that this June 17th was a low in the markets. Furthermore, we want to see price action try to break above this trend line that originated on January the 4th, confirmed March the 29th, confirmed again April 20th, and we haven't retested it since. So the likelihood of this doing something like this, maybe, or the likelihood of this price action, right, and then retest and then off we go, it's also likely, right? I don't know. This is just me throwing it out there for you guys to let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you guys think about this wave count, because I want to see where your head is at in regards to this. I know a lot of people are overly bearish. People got burnt. So any move until it is not too late to spot it, like let's say for instance the market keeps on heading higher, people are going to be scared to jump in because they don't want to keep on losing money, all right? And that's when people are going to start getting nervous and keep on waiting and waiting and waiting until it is too late. Then they buy the top and then the markets pull back. All right. So let's take this with a grain of salt. Let's analyze this. Let's be a little bit more patient. Let's wait to see if the 395 or the 618 and that trend line that I just showed you gets broken. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, it's inevitable, right? Otherwise, it is likely that this is the case now, and we're gonna just head lower into the wave 3. All right. Over to the triple Qs, I'm tracking the same count. All right, I'm tracking this sort of 618 50% retracement to give us a resistance zone, which we see this. Although price action made a new high, we haven't seen that divergence. Again, like I explained to you guys over in the SPY, right? We want to see this, right? And we want to see this. Oops. Okay. Price action makes higher high, RSI makes lower high, and then off we go to the downside. All right, guys. So that is it. I mean, pretty smooth and clear. 296 and 299 is our zone of resistance. 303 is our upper band resistance for this count. All right, which is here. All right, guys. So let me see. Maybe let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow is giving us the same structure. IWM, same deal, right? SMH, same deal. The ARK Innovation ETF. Look at this, right? So this is what I'm talking about. I haven't looked at this chart yet. This is exactly what I'm referring to. So price action makes an extreme on June 24th, right? Pulls back. RSI pulls back. All right. Make a high on June 27th. Lower high on June 27th in price action in RSI. Clear bearish divergence. We pull back, so likely this is going to start fading. We'll use ARK Innovation as our sort of benchmark temporarily to track whether or not growth is going to start fading lower. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck tomorrow. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave your statements and comments and feedback, or if you guys hate the video, whatever it is, but interact. Leave a comment down below. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.